Hello and welcome to 360 Sports on Trust TV. I am Emmanuel Fashemi. It's actually a beautiful weekend, the first Friday of the 11th month of the year 2023, and it's actually a weekend full of action. Good, NPFL is back. The matches are up and running, and we are going straight to match day 7 in the Nigerian Professional Premier Football League, and a lot of fixtures also in Europe. But we'll be talking about some of those fixtures that will be coming up in Europe tonight. Okay, let's begin from the home front. Let's start with our own league organizers, where the NPFL organizers has actually got it right now, the right step in the right direction, by signing a 5-year broadcast deal with a broadcast media in Nigeria to broadcast all of our league matches beginning from the middle of this new month that we're in. And it's a good one that the NPFL organizer has deemed it fit to bring back the league on TV. And if you look at it, this is something that a lot of Nigerian club football fans have been asking for. Let's see our league back on TV. Sometimes ago we see our league on TV, but because of so many logistics reasons, things were not put in place, and we couldn't get our league on TV. But it's a good news that that deal was signed on Thursday, and we'll be having to see some of the NPFL games on live on TV beginning from the middle of this month, which is a cheering news for all of our teams. You know, in Europe, how clubs what they make from the TV rights and from TV scheduling, they make a lot of money. Just of recent, Manchester United announced over 600 million pounds revenue profit from TV rights. And who says that Nigerian teams can't get there too? We can also get there. But it's a good news that the NPFL organizers have deemed it fit to at least enter into this deal, sign this contract, 5 good years. We'll be watching the Nigerian Premier Football League live on TV. Matches will be selected to be showcased, and you already know what it is when you see your league on TV. It's a good news. You'll be seeing some actions. You start knowing. If I ask these general questions now, question right now that we should name at least 10 Nigerian clubs. Some persons can't even name 10 Nigerian clubs because they don't know. Sometimes ago I met with somebody and I mentioned the name of a club, a Nigerian club, and the person was asking me from where. So that's to tell you, a lot of us don't even know that our league is ongoing. But this time around, we have our league back on TV, and which is a good one, that our league will be back on TV, and we'll be watching some of the likes of Eniba, Bendel Insurance, Lobby Stars, Shooting Stars, Remo Stars, name them, Rangers International of Enugu. A lot of them will be showcasing their games live on television, and it's a good one for the likes of Elegbele and Davis Inowumi, the two men who are the helm of affairs for the Nigerian Premier Football League, for actually making sure that this deal has come true. And to kudos to the NFF president, that is Alhaji Ibrahim Musa Gusau, for also ensuring that we see our football back on TV, and also not forgetting the minister, the honorable minister, Senator John Owaneno, who's also making sure that our sports go back to where it used to be in the 90s, in the 80s, 70s, 60s. Name that year when Nigeria used to be the toast of the world when it comes to sports, and the minister is actually doing all he can to see that our sports get back to that enviable level where we used to be happy with our sportsmen and women, boys and girls. All right, I have Abba Michael all the way from Plateau State that will be joining me on the show as we progress. But a good thing that the NPFL organizers have deemed it fit to actually enter into this deal and make sure that leagues matches are back on TV. And like I said, this weekend is match day 7. We have the midweek rescheduled midweek games that went down between Wednesday and Thursday, and match day 7 will be coming up between Saturday and Sunday. That's this weekend. So let's see. The league is progressing. Good one that the NPFL is back up and running. Okay, still staying with the NPFL, let's look at one of the match day 6 fixture that went down on Thursday between Lobby Stars and Enugu Rangers. That game was 2-1 in favor of Lobby Stars. It was a hard-fought win for Lobby Stars, and to tell you the truth, they inflicted the first defeat on Enugu Rangers this season, and for Lobby Stars, they've maintained their unbeaten home run from after match day 6. From the first 5 matches of the new season, they've not lost any game at home, and they continued that dominance in match day 6, where they defeated Enugu Rangers International, and it was 2-1 in favor of Lobby Stars, and with that, it propelled them to second on the Nigerian Premier Football League table. And for Lobby Stars, fantastic team. They've been doing well. They started the season brilliantly, though they had some shakeups, but at home, they say, no, you cannot beat me in my home ground, and that is what they told Enugu Rangers. Like I said, it was a thrilling encounter. For the first time this season, I had to watch a game, entertaining. The two coaches, you see their tactics. It was skillful. The players. I wish we could get this match on TV. Go back and watch the replay of that particular game. You know what I'm talking about. These are the kind of games we want to see on TV. And the good news is that the NPFL organizers have signed that deal that will be broadcasting all matches live on TV, which is a good news. And like I said, if you had got to see some parts of that game, you know what I'm talking about. Just like when Chelsea and Arsenal is playing, or maybe Manchester United is playing Manchester City, or when it's a derby, Liverpool against Everton. Those are derby games. So you know, Lobby Stars, that is from Makurdi, Benue State. Benue State and Enugu, at least they share boundaries. So it's more or less a derby in a way. So it's a good game. Now they defeated Enugu Rangers 2-1, and they are now second on the Nigerian Premier League table. Let's look at the table. Let's look at how teams are standing after the wrap-up of match day 6. Okay, we have Remo Stars who defeated Shooting Stars, that is in the Western Derby, who went to the top of the table with 12 points after 5 games. They have 4 goal difference. Like I said, Lobby Stars now moved to second, pushing Enugu Rangers to 3rd position. They have 11 points for Lobby Stars. Enugu Rangers have 10 points after 6 games. We have Shooting Stars on the 4th position after 6 games. They have 10 points minus 1 goal difference. Kano Pillars is occupying the 5th position with 9 points. Gombe United is on the 6th position with 9 points, and Plateau United is on the 7th position with 9 points, all of them having the same number of goal difference. And then we have Abia Warriors, who are 8 after 6 games, minus 1 and 9 points. We have Sporting Lagos, a team that started topping the table in the first match day 1 and match day 2, but right now they are now 9th on the table with 8 points and 1 goal difference. And Rivers United also, and they are on the 10th position after 6 games. They have 8 points. Let's have the second side of the table. Let's flip to the other side of the table. Let's see how other teams are faring. We have Katsina United, who are on the 11th position. Katsina United is the first team to at least to incur the wrath of the NPFL this season. They've been fined 1 million naira, and their next home game will be without fans for the security breach in their last home game. We now have Kwara United, who are on the 12th position after 6 games, having 8 points, the same goal difference with Katsina United. We have Bendel Insurance on the 13th position after 4 games. They've played less game than other teams. They have 7 points. Have Sunshine Stars of Akure, who are on the 14th position, minus 1 goal difference with 7 points. We have Niger Tornadoes, who are on the 15th position after 6 games, also have minus 1 goal difference and 7 points. Aqua United, good one. They've moved away from the bottom of the table, now 16 on the log, with 6 points minus 2 goal difference. Bayelsa United, a team that started the first 2 match day 1 and match day 2 brilliantly, now languishing on the 17th position with 6 points and minus 4 goal difference. We have Doma United, a team that was so hard to beat last season, though they've played less game also. 4 games, they have 4 points and minus 1 goal difference. Enyi, as they are called, the People's Elephant, are on the 19th position after 3 games, have 4 points. And then Heartland FC of Owerri is on the 20th position, a team that did so well in the most important league in the land, that is the NNL, Nigerian National League. They went unbeaten and they got promoted to the Nigerian Premier League. Now they are on the 20th position with just 4 points. It's not looking good for Heartland FC of Owerri, but it's good that we see a lot of goals being scored in the Nigerian Premier League this season. You can get beaten in your home. We've not really had much of their away wins like that of last season. Good one to Lobby Stars, and kudos to Remo Stars, who went to the summit of the table. And for Lobby Stars, the push Rangers International from the 2nd position to the 3rd position after that loss to Lobby Stars, after beating Enugu Rangers to secure that 2nd spot. We still have a lot of matches to go, 38 good matches to go. So let's see, it's just match day 6, and then we are heading straight to match day 7 this weekend. Let's see how it goes. We still have quite a lot of matches to be played. A team that is rocking the bottom of the table, that is Heartland FC of Owerri, at the end can become the first team on the 20th league standing table. Okay, we have Abba Michael all the way from Plateau State. Abba Michael, quickly, welcome to the show, 360 Sports on Trust TV. We started with the NPFL organizers securing this broadcast deal for 5 good years. We'll be having our league matches on TV.
Yes, I mean, it's a good one. We are gradually undergoing metamorphosis, a quantum leap from analog to digital. We have actually put the old days behind us where we operated manually. I think now we are taking our footballing extravaganza to the next level. Our credit must be given to NFF President Ibrahim Gusau. Our credit must also be given to the NPFL chairman, Benga Elegbele. I mean, being on Star Times, one of the most patronized satellites in this continent, is truly a great deal. It's over 1 billion naira deal. I think it's a good one. According to Joshua Wang, the CEO of Star Times, that they'll be broadcasting 2 matches for the next 3 months, from November 18th to February 18th. And then next season, it may increase to 4 matches, and then probably 6 matches the season after. This is the kind of news we want to hear. And now we know that we are making progress in terms of sports. Things like this will really take us to the next level. Big kudos.
Okay, good news and a big news for us. Also, we talked about Lobby Stars. That is your state team. If we look at it, beating Rangers International, it was a very thrilling encounter. You had to see some part of that game, and you know that, yes, we have come of age a bit. It was tactical. If you look at the tactical prowess of the 2 coaches, Fidelis Electrical for Enugu Rangers, it was superb. And these 2 teams, they showed what is called a football artistry last night right there at the Lafayette Township Stadium, the adopted home of Lobby Stars for now. And it was a good one, 2-1 against Enugu Rangers International.
Yes, of course.
And Lobby Stars are now second.
Yes, I mean, it's so funny how the table can just change overnight. I mean, we saw Rangers and Shooting Stars leading the league, and then it has suddenly changed to Remo. I mean, and then now Lobby Stars. Just 1 game changed the whole thing. You see that just 3 points separating the first and the 6th or 7th team. So it tells you how tight and competitive the Nigerian league is. We don't want a situation where every home team wins their matches. I mean, we want to see teams picking points away. And I'm glad that Lobby, even though it was an adopted city stadium in Lafayette, they were able to make it their fortress and show Fidelis Electrical that they are beatable. And that is what my boys have demonstrated.
Yes, that is what your boys have demonstrated. I know you are happy for your state team. It was a good one. Okay, let's leave the shores of Nigeria and go straight to the continent. Nigeria is part of African continent, but let's go to the continental engagement. Where were that? Finidi George actually predicted this, and it has come to pass. Wydad will have to face Mamelodi Sundowns of South Africa in the African Super League final come this weekend, and it was a hard-fought one. It went to penalties against Esperance of Tunisia, and Wydad won 5-4 on penalties. Now they will be facing Mamelodi Sundowns in the final this weekend. That is on Sunday precisely.
Yes, I mean, it's a good one. Morocco is gradually becoming the toast of African Football League. I mean, even at the World Cup, we saw them go all the way to the semi-finals. And then now we are seeing their club size doing well, taking down giants. I mean, taking down a team in the realm of Esperance of Tunisia. I mean, look at Mamelodi Sundowns taking down Al Ahly. Is it the 9-time champions? It shows that some of these teams have really broken through. I'm especially happy for Mamelodi Sundowns. South Africa's league is very organized. I mean, look at the Pirates, the Kaiser Chiefs. Their teams are actually doing well, and it's good to see them making it all the way to the finals. And Mamelodi Sundowns is one of the most organized teams in Africa, and we're glad that they've been able to make it to the finals.
Okay, you are glad they've been able to make it to finals. When Wydad came to Aba, when they came to Nigeria, Aba precisely, they defeated the People's Elephant, that is Enyimba International FC, and the reverse fixture, it was a whooping. They taught Finidi George and his boys a lesson. And after that game, honestly, Finidi George came out and said he sees Wydad getting to the final and probably lifting the first edition of the AFL, that is the African Football League. Do you think the prediction of Finidi George will surely come to pass, barring that Wydad and Sundowns? If you look at the pedigree of both teams, I think on paper, Mamelodi Sundowns stands ahead of Wydad Casablanca of Morocco.
Yes, I understand the feelings of Finidi George. I mean, if you saw what Wydad did to a well-organized, well-coached, well-tutored team like Enyimba, it's easy to, give too much credit to Wydad. But then Mamelodi Sundowns were able to take down, the greatest African team ever in Al Ahly. And I know his prediction sounds great, but I think on this one, I would like to take sides with the Mamelodi Sundowns, because taking down Al Ahly, I think it's a big statement that they are the team to beat in the finals.
Yes, they are the team to beat in the finals. We just wish our next team that will be appearing in this competition will do us proud. But for Enyimba, it was a bad outing for the People's Elephant of Nigeria. Let's see who wins the first edition, the maiden edition of the African Football League. Okay, let's leave the continent of Africa and head straight to Europe, and we will be landing in the French Ligue 1. That is Ligue 1 as it's called. Now, our Moses Simon, we actually talked about this on the show, but eventually it has come to pass. Moses Simon scooped the Nantes Player of the Month award, beating the likes of Pedro Molet and co. to win this award. This is a man at 10 games this season. He has the highest assists, 4 assists alone this season in French Ligue 1, standing ahead of every other person that has an assist in the league.
Wow, we're happy for Moses Simon. We love to see our Super Eagles players perform in Europe. It boosts the overall confidence of our team, and this only demonstrates that he should be standing behind Victor Boniface and Victor Osimhen. When the Super Eagles gather again, especially when the AFCON comes calling, we want to see him, Moses Simon. It will be, I hope indeed he will be fit also, but we're happy that the Nigerian is making waves in the French league.
Okay, we are happy that the Nigerian...
of Monaco in 1997.
Okay, is making making wave in the French league, and congratulations to Moses Simon for winning the Nantes Player of the Month award. Okay, let's leave the French Ligue 1 and go straight to the La Liga, and we'll be stopping at Bernabeu. The Merengues actually have tied down one of their players, by extending his contract. There's no other person than Real Madrid extends Rodrigo Silva Goes contract until this guy will be there until 2028. That is 2028. That is when Rodrigo this contract extension will expire, which is a good news. This is a man this season he has played 11 matches, 1 assist and 1 goal. Do you think the extension of Rodrigo for Real Madrid, what's your take about it?
Yes, I mean, a good performance comes with good reward. I mean, he came in from, I think, Santos in 2019 at the age of 18, just like the way Vinicius Jr. Came from Flamengo in 2018 at the age of 18. They have both developed well since they came from the Brazilian league. They have blossomed in the Spanish league, and this is an evidence for the fact that their services have been extended. Their release clauses even up to $1 billion to show you that they have really performed. I mean, they've won 2 La Liga titles, a Champions League to their name, and then they are an essential part of the Real Madrid squad right now. We know Jude Bellingham is the brightest star right now, but these players are really beautiful pieces around him. And we have also heard that Valverde, Camavinga, and Militao are the next in line for their contracts to be renewed. It is essential to keep the core of your team if you really want to perform at the Champions League circuit.
Yes, if you really want to perform at the Champions level. Now, for Rodrigo, and we also talked about his own on this show, that is Vinicius Jr. His own extension was 2027, and for Rodrigo, 2028, 1 year in between these 2 fantastic players that came from the same place, the same region, Brazil. Now, for Rodrigo, quite a very fantastic young man. Do you think him leaving Brazil, coming to Real Madrid, has actually shaped his his football career?
Yes, definitely. You know, Brazil is a very competitive team. If you are playing for a bigger team, the bigger your chances of, representing the Seleção of Brazil, and their stocks have just increased. I tell you what, every first 11 will have Rodrigo, we have Vinicius Jr. On that team, because they are playing for Real Madrid. I mean, no matter the kind of stars you have on your team as a country, once you have players in Real Madrid, they are your first choice. And this is the 9th year he's going to be, he's going to definitely, this will enable him to stay almost 10 years in Real Madrid as he has signed this contract.
Okay, that's a good one for Rodrigo Silva Goes for extending his contract and accepting for him to accepting that contract extension for Real Madrid. It is a win-win situation for both parties. For Rodrigo and Real Madrid, it's a win-win for them. That's 50-50, because at the end of the day, you enjoy the services of this player on the pitch, and this player will bring you laurels, bring you deals. Okay, that is it for Rodrigo and Real Madrid. Let's take this one on the show. It concerns a transfer for next January. Now, for Tottenham, they've not really enjoyed anything from this particular player, and they are looking to offload him in January. Tottenham Hotspur ready to sell Giovanni Lo Celso of Argentina. Fantastic player, but since he came to Tottenham, 0 goal, 0 assists. For the past 3 seasons, for the past 2 seasons, I beg your pardon, with Tottenham, he has not registered a goal, not even an assist to his name. And now Tottenham say they are ready to sell him in January. Which club is coming to buy a player that has not even scored a goal or given an assist?
Yes, in short, it's actually pathetic, even though it's not completely his fault. I mean, Giovanni was signed by Tottenham in 2023 years ago for £32 million. Right now, his stocks have dropped. He is just worth £15 million. But then, remember that he was also loaned to Villarreal. He had 2 loan spells in this same time period. So he's not registering a goal or an assist is for the fact that he has not really featured. He has been on loan spells. So that's why they couldn't get the best of him. And I think it's better for him to leave Tottenham because right now, Ange Postecoglou's team looks good. They are topping the table, and they look very comfortable right now in the absence of Harry Kane.
Yes, they look comfortable in the absence of Hurricane. Talking about that quickly, do you think it's Hurricane that is making them not to win the English Premier League?
No, I don't think so. But it's just because there are better teams in the English Premier League. But imagine Harry Kane was around. This team, they would have been able to win the league this season if Harry Kane was present.
Yes, if Harry Kane was present, they would have been able to win the league. Let's see how it goes. The league is still very far away for Tottenham. If they win the league, good one, because they've been chasing this. I remember 2015 where they lost it to Leicester City. It was a painful one for Tottenham, and they cannot forget that in a hurry. All right, that is where we'll leave it on the show 360 Sports this morning. Michael, thanks for all your beautiful analysis on 360 Sports.
Yes, any day, anytime. It's always my pleasure to be on this show.
All right, okay, that is it on 360 Sports from Trust TV. I am Emmanuel Fashemi. Thanks for watching.